When the signal first arrived on Earth, it was a faint whisper, barely distinguishable from cosmic background noise. Astronomers at the South African Large Telescope had been monitoring a distant pulsar when the anomaly appeared. It wasn't natural. The patterns were too precise, the intervals too calculated. Within hours, the signal's origin was traced to a star system 52 light-years away, Epsilon Indi. By the end of the week, the world's top scientists confirmed it. The signal was an interstellar SOS. "We're not ready," Dr. Elena Vargas muttered, staring at the data. As head of the United Nations Interstellar Response Initiative, UNIRI, her job was to prepare humanity for its first contact with intelligent life. But the urgency of the message left no room for deliberation. The decoded message was chilling. "To any who can hear, we are under siege. Our worlds burn. Beware the Harrow." "The Harrow?" Elena repeated, her voice wavering. Whatever had driven these beings to send a desperate plea for help was unlike anything humanity had faced. The council debated for days, but the decision was unanimous. Humanity would answer the call. The construction of the starship Dauntless was expedited, its launch accelerated by every available resource. The vessel would carry a crew of 30, a mix of scientists, soldiers, and engineers, humanity's best and brightest. Among them was Captain Michael Trent, a veteran of Earth's orbital defense forces. Trent was not thrilled about being humanity's emissary to the stars. "I'm a soldier, not a diplomat," he protested to Elena during their briefing. But she had made it clear, if this Harrow comes for us, we'll need someone who knows how to fight. Trent reluctantly accepted, and within months, the Dauntless launched into the void. After 9 months of faster-than-light travel, the Dauntless emerged near Epsilon Indi. The star system's main planet, an Earth-like world called Charon 3, was in ruins. The surface was scorched, and orbital debris formed a grim halo around the planet. But there was a signal. A faint beacon led the crew to a battered space station. "Life signs detected," announced Dr. Anika Patel, the ship's xenobiologist. "But barely." Trent ordered a boarding party. Donning exosuits, the team entered the derelict station. Inside, they found the survivors. 6 alien beings, their crystalline bodies cracked and dulled. The Carinians were a silicon-based species, their forms refracting light like living gemstones. They spoke through harmonic vibrations, but their translator, a damaged device they called the harmonizer, barely functioned. "Harrow," one of the survivors rasped, gesturing to a hologram. It showed a vast, insectoid swarm devouring entire planets. The Carinian explained that the Harrow was a biomechanical plague, spreading across the galaxy. "Consume, replicate, expand," the translator stuttered. The team's engineer, Lieutenant Sarah Lee, studied the station's database. "Their tech is incredible," she said, awestruck, "but they've been on the defensive for too long." "Can we fight this thing?" Trent asked. The Carinian's fractured voice replied, "Hope thin. Fight necessary." The crew of the Dauntless agreed to help. With the Carinians' guidance, they upgraded their ship, incorporating advanced shielding and weaponry. As they prepared for battle, Elena's words haunted Trent. "If we don't stop the Harrow here, it will find Earth." The first encounter came sooner than expected. As the Dauntless scouted the Harrow's territory, they detected a swarm approaching a nearby colony. The team decided to intercept. "All hands, battle stations," Trent bellowed. The Dauntless launched its experimental railguns, shredding the first wave of drones. But the Harrow adapted quickly. They swarmed the ship, hammering its shields. "We're surrounded," yelled Tactical Officer Malik Carter. "Not yet," Trent growled. He deployed a risky maneuver, using the ship's gravity well generator to collapse part of the swarm into itself. The gamble paid off, and the Harrow retreated, for now. The victory was short-lived. Analysis of the Harrow's debris revealed a horrifying truth. The swarm was just a fraction of the larger hive, and it was evolving. Each battle gave it new data to improve its tactics and technology. We can't keep this up, Sarah admitted. They're learning faster than we can adapt. The Corinians proposed a desperate plan. A surgical strike on the Harrow's core intelligence, hidden deep within an uncharted nebula. Destroy. Hive mind. Swarm, falter, they explained. The mission was suicidal. The Harrow's core was surrounded by millions of drones. But Trent knew they had no choice. If we fail, Earth is next, he said grimly. The Dauntless plunged into the nebula, its shields straining against the radiation. Harrow drones swarmed them immediately. The ship's new weapons bought them time, but the odds were overwhelming. "We're not going to make it," Malik shouted as the shields began to fail. "Yes, we are," Trent barked. He led a strike team aboard a dropship, aiming for the Harrow's core while the Dauntless acted as a decoy. Inside the core, the team encountered the hive mind, a massive, pulsating entity, half organic, half machine. It spoke in a cacophony of voices, mocking their efforts. "You are fragments. We are whole." "Not for long," Trent growled. The team planted a destabilizing EMP device, but the hive mind fought back, sending waves of drones to stop them. One by one, the strike team fell, buying precious seconds. Finally, Trent activated the device. "For Earth," he whispered as the core exploded, consuming him in a blinding flash. The destruction of the hive mind sent shockwaves through the Harrow. Without its guiding intelligence, the swarm collapsed into disarray. The Dauntless barely escaped the nebula, its crew battered but alive. Back on Karen 3, the surviving Corinians mourned their losses but celebrated their liberation. They named Trent a hero, his sacrifice ensuring the survival of both their species and humanity. Elena received the news with a mix of sorrow and pride. "He gave us a future," she said, "and that future was bright." The alliance between Earth and Karen 3 grew strong, their combined efforts ensuring the Harrow threat would never rise again. As humanity looked to the stars, it was with a newfound determination. The message was clear. In the face of extinction, they would stand united. They were no longer just inhabitants of Earth. They were vanguards of the galaxy. And they were ready for whatever came next.